In just hours to the State of the Nation address by Kenyan President Uhuru Kenyatta, Kenyan doctors have signed a deal to end their strike and resume duty.
The deal ends 100 days of death, pain and agony for Kenyan patients who depend on the public healthcare system, and the doctors walk away with less than half of what they had been demanding for.
KTN's Rita Tinina has those details.
The strike is hereby called off.
After 100 days of grandstanding, failed mediation efforts, collapsed talks, and fulfilled court directives, the doctors' pay dispute was characterized by intrigues. So the president lose his cool. The government withdraw its offer to doctors and pull out of negotiations. But finally, parties in the dispute agreed on a return-to-work formula. At the Council of Governors headquarters, parties put pen to paper. The Doctors' Union, Council of Governors, and the Ministry of Health signed the return-to-work formula with the Interreligious Council among the witnesses.
This brings to an end one of the most painful experiences in the labor relations in this country.
Those 100 days, as we mentioned them as professionals in the health sector, they will remain black pages in the history of practice of medicine in this country. Indeed, so black that we can count across the world, we will be ranked very highly. And that is not a record we want to keep.
In the return-to-work formula, parties agreed on, among other things, to have the collective bargaining agreement signed within 60 days, to stop all disciplinary processes, withdraw show-cause letters and dismissal letters given to the doctors who are on strike, to have the call allowance renamed doctor's allowance, to have the doctors get an additional 30,000 shillings in doctor's allowances and 20,000 shillings in risk allowances, and to have all court cases facing union officials withdrawn. But the Council of Governors, which last week told off the doctors, was not closing the chapter with an exchange of pleasantries.
We hope this will never be repeated again, where the whole country is held at ransom by an elite that completely refuses to see bigger national interest.
We hope it will never happen again in the history of this country, where we put ourselves first and the rest of Kenyans second. Yes, there are grievances. We must learn how to resolve them without occasioning pain to other people.
The return-to-work formula brings to an end one of the longest strikes in the country. 100 days of a headache for the government, 100 days of a struggle for doctors, 100 days of dozens of deaths and anguish for thousands of Kenyans. Rita Tinina, KTN News.